Ever wondered if the most breathtaking hairstyles from ancient myths held a secret connection to the cosmos? What if the legendary buns carved into stone temples and painted onto sacred walls were not just fashion statements but encoded reflections of galaxies, flowers, storms, and the mathematics of life itself? Prepare to have your mind blown. This is a journey from the hair of the gods to the spiraling arms of distant galaxies, from divine buns bound with power to the quiet symmetry of sunflowers turning toward the sun. What you are about to discover will forever change how you see hair, mythology, nature, science, and even the future of creativity itself. Chapter 1. Mythic Manes, the Divine Connection. Long before mirrors were glass and salons lined city streets, hair was sacred. In ancient civilizations, hair was believed to be a conduit of strength, memory, identity, and divine energy. Gods and heroes were rarely shown bareheaded. Instead, their hair rose, twisted, coiled, and flowed, often gathered into powerful buns that symbolized order over chaos, wisdom over time, and control over unseen forces. The hair of the gods was never random. In Greek myth, Athena's carefully arranged buns symbolized strategic intelligence and calm power. In contrast, Medusa's serpentine coils were chaotic spirals alive, dangerous, untamed warning that power without balance becomes destruction. Norse legends told of Thor's thick, bound hair holding storm force energy, as if each twist anchored lightning itself. These divine hairstyles were not just artistic choices, they were visual language. What if the ancients were not merely imagining beauty but observing something deeper? Hidden beneath marble curls and golden crowns was a recurring design: the spiral. Chapter 2. Spirals of Power from Galaxy to Greco-Roman Stone. From the gods' divine coiffures, we now zoom out to the ultimate stylist, nature itself. Across the universe, spirals appear again and again. Spiral galaxies stretch across space like cosmic buns, arms rotating gracefully around glowing cores. Hurricanes coil with terrifying beauty. Seashells grow in perfect curves, never repeating yet always consistent. Even DNA twists in a double helix, a microscopic echo of the same ancient pattern. This is not coincidence. Ancient artists may not have named equations, but they saw balance. Greek and Roman sculptures frequently depicted hair arranged in layered coils, stacked buns, and braided spirals. These designs unknowingly mirrored what modern science later described as the golden ratio, a mathematical proportion found throughout nature that creates visual harmony and efficiency. When hair follows this ratio, it feels right. Balanced, powerful. The same rule governs galaxies and gods alike. Chapter 3. Botanical Buns, Flora's Fibonacci Fashions. And it's not just the cosmos. Even the smallest bloom holds secrets to divine design. Look closely at a sunflower. Its seeds spiral outward in opposing curves, following a Fibonacci sequence that allows the most efficient use of space. Roses unfold petal by petal in layered spirals. Ferns unfurl like sleeping galaxies awakening. Now imagine ancient storytellers watching these plants grow. They saw strength in vines that climbed cliffs, resilience in lotus flowers rising from mud, danger in thorned blossoms that protected themselves. Mythical hair often echoed these botanical truths. Warrior gods wore tight, resilient buns like knotted roots. Fertility deities were shown with soft, layered coils resembling blooming flowers. Even villainous figures wore tangled hair inspired by poisonous plants' beauty that warned before it harmed. Hair became biomimicry before the word ever existed. Nature taught mythology how to style power. Chapter 4. Untangling the Lore Global Hair Traditions. These echoes were never confined to one land. Across the world, hair told stories. Sacred buns marked spiritual awakening. Intricate knots represented vows, leadership, or transformation. In many cultures, changing one's hairstyle meant crossing into a new chapter of life, becoming a guardian, a ruler, a healer, or a storyteller. In ancient temples, divine figures wore towering, coiled buns that symbolized cosmic awareness. In royal courts, elaborate headdresses mirrored mountains, serpents, or celestial paths. Each strand mattered. Hair was memory. Hair was history. Hair was mythology woven strand by strand. Through oral traditions and visual art, these styles passed forward, evolving yet never losing their symbolic roots. Even today, when someone ties their hair into a bun, they unknowingly echo thousands of years of meaning. Chapter 5: Quantum Strands, Entanglement, Energy, and Myth. Here is where ancient wisdom meets modern wonder. In quantum science, particles separated by vast distances remain mysteriously connected, a phenomenon known as entanglement. Change one, and the other responds. Now consider mythology. Gods bound their hair before battle. Heroes cut their hair after loss. Priests covered or uncovered hair to shift spiritual states. Across cultures, altering hair altered destiny. What if these stories were metaphorical reflections of the same truth, that everything is connected? That a twist here echoes a response there? That design carries energy? The hair of the gods becomes not just decoration but a symbol of universal linkage. Chapter 6: God's Hair Revealed, AI, Art, and the Future. Today, a new storyteller enters the myth. Artificial intelligence. Artists now generate mythical hairstyles inspired by galaxies, flowers, storms, and sacred geometry. AI-created buns spiral like nebulae. Braids follow fractal logic. Digital gods wear hair shaped by algorithms found in nature itself. This is not replacement, this is continuation. Modern creators are unknowingly reviving ancient traditions, using future tools to rediscover old truths. The blueprint never disappeared. We simply learned how to see it again. Final chapter: A Call to Awe. So what does this mean for us right now? It means beauty is not shallow. It means storytelling and science are partners. It means when you look at a hairstyle, a flower, or the night sky, you are witnessing variations of the same universal design. The hair of the gods lives on in nature's mythical buns, in human creativity, and in the patterns shaping tomorrow. Look closer, because the next divine hairstyle may already be growing quietly all around you. And once you see it, you can never unsee it.